Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks. Just wanted to let you know that we accidentally broke our kitchen. So we tried taking it all out. The cabinets are not well put together. Like, they're stuck together, but the cabinets themselves are cheaply made. So they just fell apart. Yeah, it's just stuck to the paint.
There's a carpet.
What? What in the world?
I better be very safe in there or something.
Hey guys, today is day one of the major kitchen remodeling. Today we took out all of the tile and the walls are kind of in gross shape. So I don't know how much I'll have to just replace completely or how much I'll just have to like sand and patch. That's kind of gross. But I'm looking forward to getting it done because we're just one step closer to our awesome kitchen. Hey guys, welcome to day whatever of our kitchen remodel project. As you can see, we got our new countertops in thanks to Josiah and his brother Micah. Micah came down this weekend and together the guys went ahead and took out the old countertop and put in the new one. And then the next day, Josiah took time to put in our new sink and faucet and new disposal, and it took a lot longer than we thought. So I went to Menards with the kids and I ended up getting the wrong stuff. So he had to go and get the right stuff, and it ended up taking till about 8 o'clock that night to get it all done, but it is done. We do have a plumber coming on Thursday kind of to help make sure everything was set up right and to check that we did it all okay. And then the next day I went ahead and I did all of the sanding and the mudding for all these walls, and that is what I'm going to do today, doing the second coat, and I think I'll probably have to do another one tomorrow, and then hopefully in a few days I'll just get to paint. But all the heavy lifting is done thanks to Micah and Josiah. I just have to do the detail stuff, which is a little bit tedious but not nearly as hard as putting in the countertop. Where I'm standing will be the island. We have the countertop for it out in the garage, and we just need to get the base, but I think after learning everything that we did with the counters here, the island should be a breeze to put in. But everything is getting done. We are so close. I think in another week or two it should be done, but we should have our complete new kitchen by Thanksgiving. But thanks for following along, and I can't wait to share it all with you once we are done. posted the picture, I had quite a few people ask me how I did the island. I ordered 2 base cabinets from Menards. Here's what they look like. They're unfinished, but they have a ton of storage space, which is exactly what I wanted. I dragged them into the house. I purposely did not show that because at this point Josiah was on bed rest and I had to do the heavy lifting myself, which ended up not being very graceful. Once I got them into the house, I went ahead and screwed them together and then dragged the island countertop into the kitchen and set it on top. What I had to do now was make it pretty, and that was a snap. Just kidding, I'm sorry, I had to. What I ended up doing was taking 1x4s and using finishing nails to tack them on to the side of the island. This is what it looks like unfinished, and then once I was ready, I went ahead and took wood filler, filled in all the finishing nail holes and all of the spaces in between the 1x4s. When that was done, I went ahead and sanded, primed, and painted. Next was that weird corner with the carpet. I sanded, used drywall mud, primed and painted, and the wall ended up wonderfully. Eventually I will make a custom pantry here, but for now, just the fact that it all looks like one color, I'm happy with it. Went ahead and finished painting the rest of the kitchen and got the walls ready to tile. Unfortunately, I ordered the wrong stuff. What I thought I was getting was the stick and peel stuff because I was never comfortable with tiling. I had never done tiling before in my life, so I thought the sticker type tiles were more for me. But once I saw what I got, I quickly got on YouTube and became an expert overnight. Of course, I had to go back to the store and buy a bunch of new tools for tiling because I had nothing for tiling. Because like I said, I had never tiled before in my life. Thankfully, all of these were straight cuts because if I had to do more intricate cuts, this tile cutter would not have cut it. But for what I need to do, it was perfect. At this point in the process, I actually started to sweat quite a bit because of how nervous I was. Everything was looking great up until this point, and I was afraid that if I had messed up the tiling, that it would just be ruined and I'd have to call someone else in to fix it, but it's not so bad, and I ended up doing a pretty good job, and I was excited for what I ended up doing. I was pretty proud of myself for how it was turning out and the fact that I had learned something new. Then it came time for grout. I will say I messed it up big time. What the bag that you saw was not the bag that I ended up using. So I mixed it together and the consistency was very wrong. So I went ahead and found out that I could buy pre-mixed grout, which is what I suggest for beginners, especially if you don't know the consistency that you're supposed to have. Also, pro tip for beginners, originally I was going with the light gray grout, but then you could see any mistakes I had made with the tiling, and if the lines weren't straight, that gray grout actually emphasized those lines. So I went ahead and switched to the white grout so that you would not see any mistakes that I had made, and it actually turned out beautifully. Then I ordered these amazing bar stools from Amazon. They were super easy to put together. I'll put the link in the description. They are super comfortable, perfect height, and the kids can't mess it up. But the fabric that's on it, they've already spilled spaghetti sauce on it and it just comes right off. Next up, it was time for the floating shelves. Here's me using the handy dandy stud finder to put everything in to make sure the shelves were as sturdy as possible right into the studs. Again, I'll put the link for these specific shelves in the description. The very last step, the outlet covers. That was the last thing I had to do, and it was such a relief to finally put those back on. I can't believe the transformation of this kitchen. I'm so excited. I'm so happy of the brightness and the fact that it feels twice as big. Eventually we'll get new appliances, but for now these still work and I'm still so excited to use my new kitchen. And thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we go on and finish more rooms in the house.